Hey guys, this is Naveen Chahal and welcome to Answer Classes. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss that using the Bohr theory, how can we calculate the velocity of this electron which is revolving in nth orbit. We have assumed that this is rnth orbit and the velocity of the electron is in nth orbit is Vn. Okay, in our last lecture, we have calculated that what is the value of this Rn. You can check it or you can see that how can we calculate in our preceding lecture. So let me recall one thing more. This p theta, that is for a circular orbit, this is the condition that mvrn, that is the angular momentum, is must equals to the integral. This n is an integer amount. Clear? This n is an integral value, and you can see that this n can be written like this: 1, 2, 3, and so on. Clear or not? So this mvrn is equals to integral multiple of this h upon 2 pi. Okay, this is the condition for a circular orbit, and using that we consider there are two kinds of interaction. That is, one is electron nucleus interaction, due to which there is a force of attraction, that is electrostatic force between this electron and this nucleus, and due to which this is the force. Is it fine? And now we know that the electron is revolving around a circular track about the nucleus. Okay, and due to which it experiences centripetal force, or we can say centrifugal force, and the centripetal force is equals to mvn square upon rn. This mvn and rn taken as because we are talking about nth orbit. Okay, now using both these two results for a electron revolving in the nucleus, the condition must impose that the electrostatic force at this point and centrifugal force acting on this electron must balance. Clear? Now these two equations must balance, and using that term we have calculated this Rn. Rn equals to n square h square epsilon naught 1 pi m z e square. Okay, now we have calculated that in our last lecture also, that for hydrogen atom, if we take z equals to 1 and n equals to 1, that is, we are talking about first orbit. For that, this n equals to 1 and z equals to 1, z is 1 for hydrogen atom, then r1h equals to n is 1, then h square epsilon naught upon pi m z square. We have these all are the constant parameters, and when we put the values of all these parameters, we got this 0.53. Clear or not? That is, this is the radius of first orbit in which electron is revolving. That is, this also known as A naught and also called Bohr's radius. Is it fine or not? Now, picture of hydrogen atom after this. Picture of H atom can be made using this result. That means we can calculate R1H. We know this is A naught. And for R2H, that is for n equals to 2 for hydrogen atom, this is n equals to 2. Now put here n equal to 2, that is n square, that is 4 into A naught. And what is third, or for a third orbit, this is 9 A naught square. And what for fourth orbit is 16 A naught square. Sorry, 16 A naught. Now using all these results, we can draw a picture of hydrogen atom. That we have, this is nucleus. Is it fine? Now if this is our first orbit, this is our second orbit, this is our third orbit, and this is our fourth orbit, and so on. We can calculate many more. Okay, now clear. Let me put this value here. This means that this nucleus to first orbit distance, this is A naught, and this nucleus to second orbit distance is 4 A naught. Is it fine or not? And nucleus to third orbit, this is 9 A naught. And what about this fourth orbit? This is our 16 A naught. Now we can calculate the respective distance between the different orbits. This is very important for competition purpose. For CSIR, we can say that CSIR, for GATE, also for IIT JEE. Okay, now what is the value if I consider that, what is the ratio of, we can calculate this ratio of second to 1, ratio third to 2, ratio fourth to third. We can calculate it obviously, that what is the ratio of respective distances between different orbits. That means d21. What is d2? d2 is this, d21 is this. Now what is the respective distance? So d21 is equals to, for d2 this is 4a naught, 4a naught minus 1 for first. What is this? This is a naught, ratio 9a naught minus 4a naught, ratio 16a naught minus 9a naught. Now this value becomes 3a naught, ratio 5a naught, ratio 7a naught. Now this is the respective distance, or we can say ratio of respective distance between the different orbits. Now this is very important result for the competition purpose. Okay, before going to velocity, let me clear one more thing. We know that this Rn equals to this, and this Rn also can be written like this, n square upon z into, this is a naught. Is it fine or not? Now we can calculate for other atoms like helium positive ion, lithium 2 positive ion. That is, we can calculate for hydrogen like atoms, like if you want to calculate for He positive ion. For He positive, what is the value of Z? Z equals to 2, and n can be selected like this, 1 2 3 4 and so on. Is it fine or not? Let me call n equals to 1. Then what is a value of He? Yeah, that is R1He, that is n is 1 and Z is now 2. So now put in this result directly. Clear or not? Now put directly in this formula, then we get this n equals to 1, then 1 square a naught upon Z is 2, that is 0.53 divided by 2. Now this is the value. For R2He positive, for second orbit we can calculate like this. Now n is 2, now 4, 2 square 4, 4a naught divided by 2, this is twice of a naught. Clear? And so on, we can calculate like that. Is it fine or not? So in this manner we can calculate for further for more atoms. For example, if we want to calculate for sodium, that is, we have to make the sodium in hydrogen like, that is this sodium has 11 electron, so we have to write like that, 10 positive, that means 10 electrons are removed from it. Now this is hydrogen like, and we want to calculate this Na for n equals to 10. That means we want to calculate for 10th orbit. In that case, if R10 Na positive, 10 positive, it means that here Z equals to 11 or not. Then how can we proceed now? This Na 10 positive, for Na Z is 11 and n is equal to 10, we want to calculate for 10th orbit, or you can say that for 9th, we can say that 9th you can also calculate it for 11, 10, 12, which one you want you can calculate. This R, now n is 9 on what we have, this Na 10 positive. Clear? Now this is a hydrogen like, so what is the formula? This n square upon Z, what is n? This is 9 into 9, that is 81 into a naught divided by Z, what is there? Z is 11. So you can calculate like that. Okay, now we are going to calculate velocity. That how can we calculate this Vn, that is the velocity of electron in nth orbit. For that we know that this mvrn equals to nh upon 2 pi. So using this result for angular momentum, that is the condition for the circular orbit, thus mvn rn equals to nh upon 2 pi. Okay, now using this result, we can calculate here directly Vn. This Vn equals to nh upon 2 pi m into Rn. Is it fine or not? From here, it is clear that this Rn is proportional to n square. This Rn is proportional to n square. Clear or not? Here, it is clear that this Rn is proportional to n square. From here, clear or not? And this Vn is proportional to n upon n square. Now, is it fine or not? Because this is proportional to n square. So we can write a result that Vn is proportional to, this is n, and divided by, this is inversely proportional to Rn, or we can say that from here Vn is that inversely proportional to Rn. It means that is inversely proportional to n square. Is it fine or not? This is n square. Now we can write here this velocity is inversely proportional to n. Is it clear? I hope it is clear that this is a simple formalism, nothing else. Now put the value of this Rn in here. This Vn equals to nh upon 2 pi m into what is the value of Rn? This n square h square epsilon naught divided by pi m z e square. Okay, for h atom. Now this Vn equals to, or we can say this V for, if we want to calculate for the first orbit, now this V1 for hydrogen atom, this is equals to, n is 1, now h upon 2 pi m, and now what is this? For R1H, this is A naught, clear or not? This is n equals to 1, this z is equal to 1, then h square epsilon naught upon pi m e square, this value is A naught. Now similarly, we can write here, this is R1H, or we can say that this h upon 2 pi m, this R1H is A naught. Is it fine or not? And after calculating the value, because all these parameters are constant, we got V1H equals to 2 into 10 raised to power 6 meter per second. Calculating, that is, these all parameters are constant. After putting the values of all these parameters, we have calculated this value. This V1H is 2 into 10 raised to power 6 meter per second. Clear or not? So this is the velocity of electron revolving in the first orbit for hydrogen atom. Now this value is also written like this, V1H, and this is equals to c divided by 137. Here this c is the speed of light. The value of c is 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second. Now if this parameter 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second is divided by 137, then we got this value, approximate value. So this can be written like this, V1H equals to C alpha. Now this C alpha here, this alpha is 1 by 37, and this is fine structure constant. What is the value, or what is the name of this constant? This is fine structure constant. Now when we take the ratio, that is Vn upon V1H, we got that, if we now we have calculated this V1H, that is for first orbit the velocity of electron for the hydrogen atom. Now this C alpha, this C is the speed of light, and alpha is 137, that is fine structure constant. Now if we made a ratio that Vn by V1H, that is velocity in the nth orbit, clear, and divided by, that is the velocity of electron in the first orbit of hydrogen atom, then we got divide this by this, clear, we got that z by n, and after calculating this we got this value z by n, and after calculation this Vn equals to, we know that z upon n into V1H, and we know that what is the value of this V1H? This is C alpha, clear. So this can be written like this, that Vn equals to z upon n into C alpha. This is z. So Vn equals to z C by n into alpha. Or more simple, we can calculate this, Vn equals to C alpha z by n. Now this is our final result. Now using this result we can calculate for more atoms, like if we want to calculate for helium positive ion, if we want to calculate for helium positive ion, then and for we take n equals to 1 and here z equals to 2. Now how can we proceed? This Vn is V, the value n is 1, V1 and z is 2, that is He positive, and the velocity is C is constant, alpha is constant and multiplied by z is 2 and n is 1. Now calculate all these parameters, we go to the well. Now if we want to calculate for PB, clear? For PB, we know that Z equals to 82. For that, we have to make it hydrogen-like. So we can write like this: PB 81 positive. Clear now? And now we want to calculate for n equals to second. Then what is the velocity? This Vn V2 PB 81 positive. This is equals to 2 into 10 raised to power 6 into z by n. What is z? Z is 82 by 2. So now in this manner we can calculate for any atom. Okay guys, then see you in next class for energy calculation for this electron in nth orbit. For the different orbits we can calculate. Okay guys, then see you in the next class for energy calculations. So finally, have a good day to all of you, and please like, share and subscribe your YouTube channel, and please keep supporting guys. Thank you. Hey guys.